Leo, and welcome to your reading for the week ahead of June 1st through the 15th. So we're going to see what is in focus. Basically, what we're seeing here is there is karmic energy showing up here, okay? So what we're seeing here also is, how do I say this? It's a few areas in your life, okay? It's going to be reassessing some stuff too. Giving credit out where credit is due, to you or to others. It's like give and take energy also, but there is some karmic energy here. And we also have some indications here that a few areas in your life that need to be reassessed. So there's going to be some reevaluation and reassessing going on. Sorry, my battery almost died, so I had to restart. Anyway, let's get back to your reading here. So the six, it's like there's a Six of Pentacles, I think, energy I want to also bring out here is what I'm feeling here too. Okay, so there is some karmic and re-evaluating and where you've been giving, where you've been taking, what seeds you've been sowing, and who, things like that. Okay. So, as we go along here, you have, there is a sense of, there's very good energy here, okay? There's very creative energy. You're more in the spotlight and that. But at the same time, we are looking at, make sure what you take advantage of is work that you have done, not that it's somebody else's work, okay? So it's like showing that be careful of what you pat yourself on the back with. Have you been slacking in hard work? Has someone else been doing some of it for you? Where is the credit really due? That's one thing that really showed up here, okay? That's one thing that's very important. So it's like you could, like I said, you could have been a little bit lax or you haven't been putting in your own uniqueness in some stuff, okay? That's just saying to be careful of that. Sow the right seeds is what's really showing up here, and reevaluating how much work you yourself have put in some areas, okay? Because you may get some realizations there. There may be some people or some situations that's going to bring that to light, okay? So you want to build good karma, okay? You definitely want to build good karma here. You want to give others credit for, whatever they did, or give them the credit for what they have done, okay? And also, building yourself some good credit, karma here. Let me see. There could be something that you've been avoiding, okay? So that's what we're seeing here. Avoiding something, okay? You could have maybe sidestepped some obstacles, stepping back to avoid some difficulties. You know what I mean? That is a sense here that's showing up too, and you need to reevaluate that, okay? That's really a specific message that came out through here. It's a general reading, so. Now, it's really like, I think in the matters of the hearts or your relationships, you're going to be facing some big changes. We're seeing that coming in, okay? And strengthening some connections that you have, okay? With your relationships, with your partner, or, important people in your life. So that's, again, and the question of give and take is coming in here too, okay? So there could be some doubts or something that's happening here also. Okay, so... Okay, so you will be moving along here, but there could be someone here that you may have an argument or clash with someone here, and then what it is showing here, because there's a little bit of isolation, is you may also be very stubborn in your ways and not want to change anything. You could be set in your ways in some situation here. Hopes and your dreams are really showing up here, okay? They're on the side here, but there could be some clashes. This could be with a partner. This could be with someone too. Communication is coming in strong. It is in the reverse, so you want to communicate clearer. You want to communicate in a way where each side gets to say what they need to say. That's what's showing up here. And also there is a cycle that could be ending here. There's a karmic pattern that's also happening, but this is also telling me that you need to, how do I say it? Like I said, plant the right seeds for the future, okay? So you can create what, you know, like karma, good karma, what goes around comes around kind of thing, so you can be rewarded later. And also set onto a path where you're making a strong foundation, okay? That's what you want to do. You don't want to repeat some maybe past cycles is showing up here. So that's pretty much of an in-depth reading going into that too. Okay, so let's pull a card here. Okay, so you got rhodochrosite. What that shows me when this card comes up is it's definitely the heart, okay? It's talking about releasing any resentment from your heart that creates, you know, that affects your well-being or other people's well-being, okay? So you want to love unconditionally and selflessly, and selfless compassion, you know, trying to be more understanding in that when it comes to matters of the heart. Like I said, let both sides speak, whatever it is, release any resentment and things like that. So that's what the message of this card came through. And this card, okay, you got triumph and success. Okay, so it's a double-edged sword sometimes, we know that. So that means, you know, there could be obstacles. There's two ways of always getting to what you want, and success and victory. But this is triumph and success. So this is, like I said, sow the right seeds, reevaluate some stuff, and you are sure in for success. I like that, and starting a whole new beginning here. I like that card. So let's see what else comes out. Okay. Okay, your underlining energy is the Seven of Hearts. So here, again, this is reassessing some things in the matters of the heart. This is also some doubts, some questions. These are also a little bit of changes in the way, let's see, how you may find out and be surprised how people tick in some ways too. So the matters of the heart really is showing up here. Maybe some decisions and a little bit of challenges are showing up here too. You have the Lovers card, so definitely love is, matters of the heart are definitely in focus here, okay? You have the Nine of Hearts, so this is good. This is your yes answer to anything I didn't answer also, but this is also, you're coming to a 9 here, so it's like what made you fulfilled? Reevaluating what has fulfilled you. Has there been a completion in what you really wanted? If you had a goal that you set off, did you complete it the way you wanted it to? Satisfaction, true satisfaction coming out. You have the Ace of Spades here, very similar to what we're seeing here. So you got really new beginnings coming through here. This is, again, success and victory, and new beginning coming in. For some, this sometimes does indicate, you know, an ending to something and starting off something new. You have the Eight of Clubs here. There are some worries. There are some things that need to be reassessed again, because you got the sevens, you got the eights, and the way the cards came out. So there are things that you need to reassess again, rethink over. This is also good news coming in, and some good advice maybe showing through here. You know, you want to really start the week off to reassess any plans, any strategies, okay? Reassess any plans, any strategies you have, okay? You may have someone come in, or you may hear some constructive criticism, okay? Or you may get some very honest advice, what we're seeing here, okay? Use the words of wisdom to better yourself, and anything in any way you can. Jesus, I don't know. I'm so like tongue-tied today. So yes, use the words of wisdom, the good advice that you get to better yourself any way you can, okay? Love is definitely in focus. That's showing up here, okay? Watch your ego, okay? Because you could have a clash with someone, okay? That is showing up, and we were seeing that up here in the stones too. But you could be stubborn, and you won't change your ways too. There's very stubborn energy also showing up here. Well, Leo, that is what came out, the messages for the weeks of June 1st to the 15th. And I hope you have a wonderful 2 weeks, and I'll catch you back again for your next reading. Until then, all the best. Bye, guys.